It says it's live.
Okay, cool. Okay. Alrighty. So I actually can technically see all you guys and I can see the comments. I just have my 2 windows open. So I'll try and do it like this. Oops. All right. Well, welcome everybody to, I wasn't super creative with the name. It's literally, we're just reading and chatting. I was like, I don't have time for a graphic or name, really. But for everybody that's watching, we got a bunch of booktubers together, so that way we can all chat with you guys and read as well. So kind of whoever's on so far, well, people, I don't know if you guys see the comments yet, but I can see some of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you that are watching, we're going to chat for a little bit about like what books that we're reading, and then we're going to start an hour reading sprint. So who would like to talk about what book that they're reading first? I can choose people, or you can just offer to talk first. Okay, I'm going to choose. Jessie, you're first.
I am going to try to finish the Bromance Book Club. I am currently at page 222.
Oh, you're close.
Yeah, I'm doing this for another video, so I figured I'd go ahead and knock that out. But I do have 2 other ones just in case I finish. I have The Return and 8 Perfect Murders just to keep on hand.
Nice.
Very prepared.
Yeah, I know, right? That's awesome. Have you been liking the Bromance Book Club so far?
I love it. I feel like it's perfect for this week, just with everything going on. I feel like it's a good, like, light, like, not serious type of book. And I find it hilarious, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad Gabby had sent me that, because, like, oh my gosh, I would have never read it. Like, Gabby, if you had never sent that to me, like, I would have never seen that book and been like, yeah, that totally sounds like a book I want to read. Like, would not have. And I loved it. I loved it so much. So
yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Gwen, do you want to go next?
Sure. So I'm reading The 2 Lives of Lydia Bird.
Twins.
I know. I think like there's several of us reading this right now, but I'm reading this, but I don't think I'm going to read this like while we're doing this. I wanted to read something a little bit lighter.
Okay.
So I'm reading The Prince and the Dressmaker.
Nice.
And I've started it 78, page 78.
Is that a graphic novel?
Yeah, this is a graphic novel. A lot of people know this, but I'm enjoying it so far. I've read a couple chapters. I love the artwork inside and stuff like that. So this one, on the other hand, the reason why I'm not reading it right now, because I'm trying to stay upbeat and positive, and I'm not loving this one. So
oh my gosh, I know.
Unfortunately,
me too.
I was like,
I know.
one I thought was like really like, it was like the rom-com that I wanted. And this one, I know it deals with like a darker topic, but I'm just not loving it. I don't know. But I've been tabbing it. I was like, maybe I should do a review. So I have like all these tabs, but I don't know, guys.
Yeah. No, I'd watch it if you did do a review. I'm 43 pages in mine, but like I know Gabby's reading it also, but like this very beginning part just really reminds me of Forever Interrupted, and I'm having a hard time getting that out of my head.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I might still like it. I'm just very early on in it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You're very far. Like, aren't you like past the 200 page mark?
Yeah, I'm at like 221. And I just feel like it's more about, like, there's a part that I was like, is this about addiction or is this about these 2 lives? So I don't know. So it's just weird.
Interesting. Yeah. Emily, you are next.
Okay, so I am reading Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer, but I'm only 12 pages in. So
Okay.
I took something up because I was reading things for videos and I didn't want to give anything away. So I'm reading that.
Oh, right.
And I'm also listening on audiobook to November 9 by Colleen Hoover.
That
As
one's a good
And
one.
you're loving it.
Yeah, and so I might like put my headphones in and read a bit of that. I don't know. So I'm gonna flip between the two.
Okay. Nice. Gabby, you're next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also reading The Two Lives of Lydia Bird, but I'm not really enjoying it either.
Oh my
And
gosh!
I'm like about 60 pages into it, but I'm just
Okay.
like, oh my god, the writing is just so dull. It's like so boring, and
Yeah.
I just can't.
I
don't know.
didn't.
I can't get through it.
I did not expect it to be like that. And like the Marco
Yeah.
Polo you sent me, like I saw how far you were in the book. And so I didn't watch the rest of your Marco Polo when you were like, oh yeah, like I've read like this chunk this afternoon. And so I was like, okay, stop.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know how you felt about it. But the whole time reading
Yeah.
it, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to tell Gabby. Like, 'cause-
I know. No, I'm like, I can't get into it for the life of me. So I'm just like putting it aside for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I might
finished
pick
that
up.
one a couple of months ago, and I felt the same.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, and
right?
see, you even like, it's very British to me too. So I thought you would have loved it, Emily.
I feel like it's just different to what I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
It is
I don't know in
different
what
than I
way, but
thought.
I agree that it's just hard to get into, and it does give me a Forever Interrupted vibe. Definitely agree with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else
Yeah.
is on your list?
So I might read either Anyone by Charles Soule or Anna Kay. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in right now, so I haven't really started anything else. So I just pulled a couple off the shelf and I'm like, we'll just see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, at least I don't feel like the only one, so it's fine.
No, definitely not.
All right, Kat, you're next.
Okay. I haven't started my book yet, but I'm gonna start The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling.
Nice.
I heard a lot of people talk about this, but I hear it compared to what's it called? Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, which I really loved. So
Okay.
Gabby, what did you think about that book?
Oh yeah. I actually
Like,
DNF'd that one.
after 3 months or something?
Yeah, it was like it was good at first, but then I feel like it just hit a point where it was just nothing was happening for like 200 pages.
Gabby
But-
said, gotta go. Well, Magnet, you're next. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry.
I'm finished the book that I was reading earlier, so I'm gonna start this one. What is it called? I don't even know. The Girl Who Came Out of the Woods by Emily Barr. I'm reading
Okay.
this for a challenge I'm doing with a friend, where we're reading books that we have in common. And I don't know what this is about, so it's gonna be fun. I
Oh, nice.
think it's like a thriller or something. I'm not sure. I'll let you know once I start reading it.
Okay. Jessica, you are next.
I tried to finish this before the live show, but I didn't. I have 80 pages left in House of Earth and Blood, which is Crescent City, Sarah J. Maas.
I've
Things
heard
have been
everyone's loving them.
so
Yeah.
How are you liking it so far?
I love it, but I love Sarah J. Maas, so it's not really
Yeah.
a surprise. So yeah, I think it's really good, but it's 800 pages, so I've read like 500 today alone. I've been reading all day.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
But then I am reading
Coles.
so Fury Born by Claire Legrand.
Nice.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm on spring break right now. I'm a teacher, so that's why I have all day to read.
Okay. Nice. Mind of Molly, you are next. Or I could just call
Well-
you Molly, I guess.
You could call me Molly, you could call me Mind and Molly, call me whatever you like.
Okay.
I literally just finished a book on NetGalley, so I ran like a Twitter poll out of The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin and The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, so I'm going to start this.
Okay. So you're just starting that one?
Yeah, I've not started it yet.
Okay. I hear such mixed reviews on that one. I didn't
So
ever
do
read
I.
it, but yeah.
I've like been
Afraid.
holding off picking it up, but I was just like, okay, if people decide I should read it, I'll read it. And it was
Yeah.
like one person voted for the other book and everyone else voted for that one. So I was like, okay.
Oh man. Chandler, what are you reading?
Okay, let me I'm unmuted, right? You can hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm reading 2 things right now for some secret TBRs. The first thing I'm reading is A Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I think it's okay. I don't have like any strong feelings towards it right now. And then I'm also reading an arc called Filthy Little Pretties. It's a romance and it's actually pretty good. So
Oh,
I don't know which I'm
nice.
going to be reading for this, but
Okay.
glad I'm finally getting a good romance in because I have not read a good one in a while.
That's good. me and Gabby are always talking about. We're like, we wish we could read as much as Chandler and books and like you guys just like pump books out all the time.
I think everyone
Yeah.
secretly has that goal of reading
Yeah.
as much as Chandler.
Every time Chandler comes out with a video, it's like, I read 36 books. And then like the next week it's like, I
Yeah.
read 24 books for this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here I am sitting with my one book. Like, can I finish my video yet? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, crazy. All right, I'm gonna look through these comments a little bit because I've been neglecting them. Let's see, everyone's saying hello. Jacqueline, Chandler, and Gabby are my girls. Aw, cute. Thanks, guys. Hi, everyone. Everyone's saying, oh, someone said I'm reading Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. That's a great
Oh, that's
one.
such a good book.
Yeah, love that one. Yeah, for those of you watching, let us know what you guys are currently reading. Missy said accents. I'm reading The Art of Breaking Things. I've actually never heard of that. Oh no, I'm nervous to read The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. Anybody reading Four Dead Queens? Somebody said. Little Fires Everywhere. Actually, I'm gonna watch that show this week. Has anybody else watched that show yet?
Yeah, it's so good.
Is it? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching
I'm
it
loving it.
tomorrow night, actually. Yeah, tomorrow night.
Oh, Lock Every Door is a good one.
Yep, I'm the unpopular opinion for that.
Me too.
Ooh, a lot of comments are coming in now. Okay, Jane Eyre and Wild at Heart. Oh, I think, Emily, you read Wild at Heart and you really loved that one.
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked it way more than The Simple Wild.
I'm the
awesome.
opposite.
Oh.
The second one. And I like the first one, so.
I never finished The Simple Wild, so yeah, I probably just never will get to Wild at Heart. Ooh, someone's reading No Exit. Love that one.
I love
Yeah,
that one too.
I love
Yeah,
that
I
one too.
enjoyed that too.
I really want to read that one. You all keep
actually-
talking about it.
I don't think I've met anybody that has said they didn't like that book yet.
No, I haven't seen any negative opinions either.
I
just
haven't
gonna-
read it, so
I liked it, but I didn't like love it.
Oh yeah.
I
was
want
kind
to
of
read it,
just-
but I'm picky and I want the American edition because the cover is just so much prettier than the UK one.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone said, oh, they're reading Big Little Lies in a Small Town. That's that new Diane Chamberlain. Whoops. Okay, there they are. Radio Silence, Chain of Gold, All the Stars and Teeth, The Silent Patient. Whoa, someone just finished Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I'm so jealous.
Oh,
Nice. Someone else is reading The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle.
Twin.
Ooh, someone's reading What Lies Between Us. That's that new John Mars book. I'm gonna read that soon because I got it on NetGalley. Oh, another Ugly Love. No Exit again. No Exit again. Oh, someone said I didn't love No Exit. I feel like it was too predictable. Ooh, that's
Chun, chun, chun,
interesting.
chun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, everyone's been talking recently about that like tiger show on Netflix.
I just stopped watching that before we.
What is
Which
it
one?
even about? Like,
I told like my sister and my boyfriend that they should watch it, but I couldn't describe to them what it's about because it's
What is
just
it called?
wild. It like follows this guy who owns his own zoo, kind of, but like it goes in a million different directions, and it's you just have to watch it to experience it. Like,
okay. That's how I felt though with like Love is Blind. Like everyone was raving about it. So I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And then I just like got into it and my husband was like, why are you watching this? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I can't explain it, okay?
I lasted like half an hour into the first episode of Love is Blind, and then I was like, nope, nope, nope.
I don't know. It was just like, it was just so cringy. I just had to watch it. And now I saw that they're renewing it for like 2 more seasons. So I was like, oh, I'll be there for that. Yeah. Someone said I love 7.5 Deaths. Someone's reading It Ends With Us. That's
Oh my
a
gosh,
good
I love
one.
that book.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, I guess we can start reading early if you guys want. Unless anybody else has any pop culture they wanted to talk about, see if anybody else is a fan. I actually just saw that the new Pet Cemetery is on Hulu, so I think I'm gonna watch that movie soon too.
Oh my god, it is?
Yeah, I just saw it today. Like
Oh
I
my
saw
God.
that.
Reading the book for that for the Owls Magical Readathon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was having a really hard time. Like I have the book and I was like, I've never seen the old movie either. So I'm like, do I want to watch the new movie or do I want to read the book? Because whichever one I do, I probably won't do the other then. So I think I
Yeah.
picked to watch the movie because I'm just
I
feeling
saw
it.
that the new Pet Cemetery movie has like really bad reviews because they like changed like a huge part of the plot, I heard.
Oh, so I could
So it's
still read
like,
the book.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know, like now I'm like, "Ugh," I don't know.
I feel like the older movie actually stuck to the book pretty well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
I
but
haven't
I
seen the
did
older
hear
one.
that a lot of things changed in the newer one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm weird where I don't really like old movies, so I will never go and watch the old one. So I'll only watch the new one.
Someone just commented saying that the new movie is garbage.
Oh
Yeah, I
no!
think it is.
He said the old movie and book is amazing and new movie is garbage.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'll watch the movie and then maybe like a year from now I can read the book because I'll like kind of forget what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just started, which I already told you, Gabby, and you said you were too scared. But American Horror Story. Yeah, American Horror Story 1984 got put on Hulu as well. And so I
loved
watched
that
like
season.
I haven't watched that season yet.
I'm really sad that like Sarah Paulson and Evan Peters isn't in it, but I guess it's okay. I've only seen like 3 of the episodes, but like the very beginning was like super because it's like all 80s vibes, and so the very beginning was like super like you could like your TV wasn't clear and it was like square and everything, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I was like, I hope it's not all like this, but it looks new now, so it's fine, I guess. Oh, Chandler said, do any of y'all have good snacks to read with? She's eating tacos. Yum. I wish I was eating. I already ate dinner, but I actually bought a huge I put it away because it was sitting up here, but I bought a huge like the big things of cheese balls. I was like, that's a good quarantine snack.
All my snacks are gone by now.
Yeah. I know, I keep seeing all those posts about like people like gaining like the quarantine 20 and stuff like that, and I was like, that's me every day, like all the time. All right, okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll start reading. Let's go ahead and read until 8:30. Well, that's my time, Eastern Standard Time. I forget everyone's. Okay, so it is 7:18 p.m. where I am now, so it's going to be like an hour and like 15ish minutes that we're going to read, so that way we come back on like an even number type of thing.
I might fall asleep because that's what I do when I read.
Okay. Well, you'll just stay muted then, I guess. So for those of you watching, we're all going to mute ourselves. You guys can still send comments and I'll try and go through them once we come back. But we're all going to actually try and read for an hour and 15 minutes and actually read because we're watching. So people are watching you read, which is good because it keeps you not looking at your phone and stuff.
Mhm.
And then we will unmute, we'll come back, and then we can all talk about how far we got and what we're liking about our books. And then everyone that's watching, you guys can do the same thing.
Cool.
So I will see
Let's
you
do it.
guys. Yep. I will see you guys in an hour and 15 minutes or whatever it is. All right. Are you guys at a good stopping place? I know it's mean that you don't get to choose whether you stop at a chapter or not.
I just finished my chapter, so it actually worked out quite all right.
Oh, that's good. Those crazy people that can stop in the middle of a chapter. Who are those? All right. So everybody that's watching, you can go ahead and update us in the comments on how far you guys got with your reading. It was really funny. Gabby, I was scrolling through the comments before I unmuted and someone was like, where is it? They were like, I can't believe I'm in the same room as Gabby.
What the heck?
Oh yeah, this girl named Nikki Johnson, she said, just so everyone knows, I'm completely fangirling over Gabby being in the same room as me.
Aw.
Gabby
I
is
thought
like
that was
the
cute.
celebrity of the group.
That was cute.
That's so sweet.
All right, so I got to page 62 in The Two Lives of Lydia Bird, and then I decided to start Dear Wife by Kimberly Bell, which is actually the book for my live show with Kat. Kat Chats on here on Sunday. And so I got to 52 pages in this one, and I am really liking Dear Wife. I am struggling with The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. I just really have to focus on it. Like it is not very easy to get into. So I really have to focus on that one. Dear Wife reminds me of Gone Girl and Invisible Man together so far. Yeah. So far, that's really great. Really liking that. So I'm definitely going to be able to finish that over the next, I'll probably try and like read it all tomorrow, that and watch my Little Fires Everywhere. But Kat, I hope you're going to like it too. I'm not sure what your taste of thrillers is, so I'm not sure if you're going to like it.
Well, I really liked Gone Girl when I read it. I haven't read The Invisible Man, but so hopefully that's a good sign. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so I will go in the exact same order I think that I went last time. So Jessie, you are up first.
I'm at page 321, so I read about 100 pages.
Wow.
And I literally have like that much left.
Oh my gosh.
And I won't give too much away, but I'm at the part where Gavin's at the airport. And I'm just like, I just want to finish this. Like, I'm going to finish this tonight, but I'm really, really liking this.
That's good. That's awesome. Gwen?
Okay, so I finished this. Obviously, this was a quick read. I enjoyed it. I don't know my rating. And then I picked up The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. I read about 50 pages of it, so I did make progress. I'm on page 262. So this is the only thing I'm going to say about this. In split live books, there's usually like one life you're like loving more than possibly the other. So you like have a winner, and I don't like either of them. There's things I like about both, and then there's things I don't like about both. So I'm not like rooting for either one. It's just annoying. That's my update.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Actually, I don't know. I feel like the writing style in it is like I can hardly even tell the two different lives from each other.
Yeah,
like I know. So
Mhm.
I guess I am comparing it too much to Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love that book so much, and so I thought that this book was going to be like that, and it's not. So
right. There's a certain point in the book where certain events start taking place in both of the lives that don't mirror each other and making the lives more separate. But there's like a good thing in this one and a bad thing, but then it doesn't match. They're like opposites, and so you can't really choose. So I don't know, but I did love the Taylor Jenkins Reid version so much better.
I know, that's one of my favorite books. Emily.
So firstly, I just agree with so much of what you just said about that book. Like the bit where you can't tell which like part it is just so frustrating. But anyway, I got up to chapter 18 of November 9 and oh my gosh, Jacqueline! It's the bit where he turns up with the baby. I don't want to do any spoilers.
Oh my gosh, I know. I literally, my heart was like broken.
I'm sure on that live, I just went.
Yeah, I even read this book like years ago, like 3 years ago, and it's still one of the books that I like just remember the most because I was reading that part and I literally thought that my heart was broken and I thought I literally had a breakup and I was like, what is happening?
It's like I could see it coming, but when it happened, I was still shocked. So.
Yeah. Such
I
a
had the
good
same
one.
feeling when I read it like 4 years ago or something. Like I saw it coming and then it came and I was like, no.
I know. It's so heartbreaking. Gabby, you were next.
I don't know. I've kind of been struggling to get into anything for this last bit. I just I got like 28 pages into Anyone, which is this like sci-fi book, and the main character's name is Gabby, which is like super weird, and I didn't know that, and that like never happened to me, so I was like weird, but I just can't get into this like writing for some reason, so I put that aside, and then I was trying to read some of Anna Kay, and I just, oh my god, I can't get into this right now either. So then I picked up The Weight of the Stars, and now I'm 36 pages into this one, and I'm liking this one a little bit more so far, so
That's good.
I don't know, it's just been a struggle, but
Didn't you put that one in your 5-star prediction, The Weight of the Stars?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that you're liking it then.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping it's what I think it's gonna be, but I don't
Knock on the
know.
wood.
Right? I know.
Oh my
But
gosh.
but yeah.
Don't you hate? I like literally hate when that happens, when it's like it takes like multiple books to find. That's why I don't understand how like Chandler and Kayla, I don't know how you guys can just like pick up a book and you're like, all right, I'm gonna read this, and you just read it and then you're like, cool, done with that. I'm like, how?
I know. I feel like I do this so often where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna read this, and then I pick up the first like 10 pages and I'm like, nah. Not in the mood.
Like Chandler, when you did your you read the buzzword or BuzzFeed romance books, like I don't know how you even did that.
I had to read multiple at a time and set a lot of them down because most of them sucked. And I also gave myself like 3 months to read those because there was no way that I was going to try to read all of those back to back. You got to break it up with some stuff you actually want to read. So
yeah,
What
that's
about
like
the
an
13
amazing
thrillers in
commitment.
13 days?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't watch that one yet.
I was like, how?
Yeah. I know.
audiobooks, all audiobooks.
Wow.
Damn.
When me and Gabby did Romance-a-thon, we read like, I think we both read 6 books, or did you do 7? I only did 6.
Yeah, I
but
did 6.
after that, I was like, I don't want to read a romance book ever again.
Yeah.
I was like, I just
Same.
can't.
Oh my god. Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Kat, how is your book going?
So I got just 100 pages in. I'm really liking it so far. It's about like this woman who is exploring a cave, like in the ocean. So like ocean stuff like that is really interesting to me. But I feel like there should be like a chapter before this to introduce some stuff, because some of the stuff they're talking about, I'm like, what do you mean? Like they're talking about tunnelers, have to like escape from these tunnelers, and I'm like, what is that? Other than that, I'm really liking it so far. It's really interesting.
That's good. I'm afraid. I think the most sci-fi book I've ever read was like Dark Matter, and that's not even really sci-fi, but
sci-fi, but yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
Does it remind you of The Martian at all? Like, I don't know if you ever read The Martian, but like it reminded me a bit of that.
No, it is kind of like that because she's like in a suit and she like leaves the suit.
Yeah.
It is definitely like that.
I think I only watched that movie. Is that where he grows potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's always the same scene as well that I used to reference in the movie.
I was like, wow, that's so smart.
Yeah.
All right, you're next.
So I read 112 pages of The Girl Came Out of the Woods, and in the beginning I was a bit confused because it's about this family and they all start getting sick and dying, but they had no doctors and they've never been to the hospital, and like they had no electricity or anything. So I was a bit confused about if it was like an Amish community or something, like what was the
Yeah.
setting. But then like 50 pages in or something, I realized it's set in India, and
Oh, okay.
this very big family that lives in the woods in India. And then they send one of the girls out of the woods, hence the title, to go and find help. But then people are looking at her like she's crazy. And this is divided in 2 timelines, and I'm still not sure what the other timeline is. I think it's in the future, but I'm not sure. The other one hasn't been very much developed yet. But it's interesting.
Yeah, that does sound actually really interesting.
Yeah, I've never read a book set in India before. So when they revealed that, I was like, oh, it's in India. All right.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Jessica.
I finished this and the ending's crazy. Action packed the last 80 pages, so it was really good. 5 stars. I loved it. I can't really say much because I read the end, so I can't tell you what happens. Obviously, have anybody read this?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like
5
it?
stars too. Yeah,
Okay,
I
it
cried so bad.
That was before this live show when I cried. I was glad I read that before. That was bad. Yes, but really, really good. Really like the romance too in here. It's very slow burn, so like that. Then I started Furyborn. I'm about 25 pages into it. And it started like with the prologue, but it was from the future, and then it like went back to this queen before she was queen, so that's pretty interesting. And we're just learning about her like powers, so not much to say. I like it so far though, so yeah.
I think everyone in the chat earlier was talking about the Crescent City. I think a lot of people are reading that right now.
It's long.
I think that literally everyone's reading that right now.
Yeah, I keep seeing it like on Bookstagram too.
Yeah, I think it's like 11 out of 5 people are reading it.
Well, it's been like to publish something, so you've been
Yeah.
waiting a long time for it.
Yeah, I actually think there were pictures because I went to BookCon last year, and I think there was like a big banner for it even last year's BookCon. So that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that in BookCon as well.
So
yeah. Molly, you're next.
I got 103 pages into The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I am confused. So confused.
Good confused or bad confused?
I don't know, like, because where the main character like jumps from like different people that are there, and it's just very, and it like just jumps from like day 2 to like day 4 and then back to day 2, and then I'm just like, what's happening?
Wow, that is weird.
It's like every time a character like falls asleep, he like wakes up in a different character's body, and then he might wake up in that one again. And I was just talking to my friend Karis about it. She was like, "Oh, you enjoyed it?" And I was like, "I'm just so confused." It's like, I think it's a literary technique. I was like, I don't know.
Oh no!
I felt the
That
same
one takes
exact way
serious
reading that book.
concentration.
Oh my god! Did you
Did
guys
you-
know that book here in the UK it's called The 7 Deaths of blah blah blah, but in America it's the 7.5 deaths?
Yeah. Why is that?
I have no idea. Probably something like that. Yeah.
The 7 husbands of Evelyn Hugo. They were too similar.
Oh,
yeah, and I think they both came out around the same time, or like Evelyn Hugo came out right before Evelyn Hardcastle.
It is
Yeah,
funny how
something
that
like
like
that.
happens. That happens like every year with something. That's crazy.
When the book came here in the UK, I was like, is this the same book? I'm confused. It's missing half of a death.
Yeah. Gabby, did you finish that one?
No.
Okay.
I felt like I was too stupid to understand anything that was going on.
I feel the same.
I was just
I'm
like, what?
am I
Like,
missing something?
I know, and everybody says the ending is worth it, but I'm like, I don't even understand what's happening. So
I finished the whole thing, and I feel like I still don't understand it. Like,
oh no,
I can't even
Yeah, I
really
know.
remember it, and it was only a couple of months
I
ago.
know.
Oh, did you read it when the book club read it? Or was it before that? Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think I read it in like October. I don't know when the book club did it.
Oh, I forget. I think it was just a couple months ago, but I know that a lot of people were like, I just can't get into this, or like I DNF'd it, and I was like, well, that was a bust.
When you said you were going to read it on this like live show, Molly, I was like, whoa, you're going to have to mute this chat and get
Like it was really fast paced, like the first 100 pages, but like
Yeah.
it was more so the fact that I was kept reading, being like, please, something make me
Yeah.
not confused.
Wow.
But no, that's not happening.
I have that book on my TBR and now I'm scared.
Chandler, how far did you get?
I am reading on my phone, so I went from like 20 to 50% of this
Okay.
book. Also, wow, lots of thoughts. Basically, I got into like the heavy, steamy scenes like while we're doing this.
I kept
You were
seeing
like-
some of your reactions where you were like,
I haven't read anything like this in a while, so I was very taken aback. But it's good, I guess.
And this is the arc that you said?
Yeah, it's called
Okay.
Filthy Little Pretties. I just like randomly requested it. I've never read this author before. I think the book comes out tomorrow, so I'm trying to get it read by tomorrow, but we'll see.
That's awesome.
Good luck.
Chandler was like, I'm never coming on here to read a romance ever again. That's funny. All right, I'm gonna look through some of our comments. I know Gwen, a couple people earlier said that they went to go follow your channel, so that was really cool.
Yay.
Yeah, they were like, wow, this Gwen girl, she seems so nice.
Oh, so cute. So nice.
Yeah. I gotta go where the people said they finished. I'm sorry. Let's see.
Johnny, your cat. Oh,
I love her cats.
so cute.
Oh.
So fluffy. What a cutie pie. Oh, someone said they're 84% of the way through What Lies Between Us, and it's so, so good. I'm loving it. That gives me hope because I really want to
I
like
have
that
that
book.
one on NetGalley as well. And I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to reading that one.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Because
think it comes out in May.
yeah, I forget when it does, but like I loved the one, but then The Passengers was just okay to me. So I really hope that I like this one.
But I requested this one on NetGalley after I saw your video, so I want to see what I think about it.
Which one did you say you read?
One.
The
I
one? Okay.
The Passengers. It is on my TBR, but I think I gave the one star. And
Oh wow, okay.
book.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I've heard so many good things about that book.
I know everyone else I see talk about it loves it.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
the
I
one
gave
that
it
you really
4.
liked, Gabby? The one by John Mars.
Yeah, I loved that book.
The DNA
I gave
test
it 5
that
stars.
matches everyone. I really want to read it.
It seems to be the
It's
opposite.
okay. We don't
It just
judge
reminds me
anybody
so
with
much of Black
opposite
Mirror.
opinions. I think I'm pretty sure I gave it 4 stars. I think I was a little underwhelmed by the ending. I think that's what it was. But I love the concept. The thing is like I love the concept of his books. They remind me of like episodes of Black Mirror, but then sometimes the way that they're like unleashed on the paper, I just don't like as much, I guess. Or like that's what happened with The Passengers, I guess. Ooh, someone else is reading the Romance Book Club. Oh, someone said the last half of Lydia is way better than the first half. Gwen, do you agree?
No. No. I mean, like I said, I'm tabbing it a lot. So there's like a couple different things going on and, you know, you theorize what's going to happen. I still don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm like, I saw it coming so far away if it actually does. So I hope it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even know what you're referencing because I'm not that far yet.
I'm trying to be like non-spoilery.
I act like I'm like, yeah. Aw, people are loving your cat, Chandler. Oh, someone's reading Love Her or Lose Her. I've actually heard mixed reviews on that one too.
I
Oh,
keep seeing comments like you're gonna stay confused.
uh-oh.
I'm like, great.
That's inspiring, isn't it?
Oh, someone said, oh, I lost it. Oh, I definitely cried while reading House of Earth and Blood 2.
Oh, right.
So sad.
That broke me.
Mhm.
Oh, someone said to take notes while you read The 7.5 Deaths.
That sounds like too
You're
much
gonna be
work,
like,
honestly.
when this
Sounds like too
person
much
was this person.
commitment.
Yeah.
Literally, I'll be like flicking back through, like, wait, what were they on day 2?
You can turn that into a whole reading vlog. Content.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I went through all the comments. If anybody else has anything they want to add before we close up. Oh, I do want to say that the people that, well, us that are available, we're going to be doing, when is that? I think it's April 3rd. We're going to be doing another one of these. Yeah. Let me look up and make sure I have the right date. Yeah, so Friday, April 3rd, we're going to do it again at the same time, which was 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure how many of you, well, I think Gabby, you said you're going to be on. You guys can raise your hand if you're going to be on. But yeah, for those of you that are watching, oh, yeah, it's going to be the crew again. So yeah, so we're going to do this again next Friday. So a little bit over a week from now. This is actually really fun because
It was actually very productive.
yeah, like you got reading done because you know people are watching you. So
Yeah, no, I have to say, you know, it kind of felt like when you're in like an exam in like a big hall and like everyone's writing and you're like looking at everyone like, are they writing too?
Yeah, I kept,
I was like, are
I
they
kept
all
looking up
reading?
to see what everyone else was doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. And it was quite fun. At some point, my boyfriend came in the room and he was looking at my screen, and
I
Gwen
saw
was
that.
looking.
It was hilarious.
And he just started like waving at Gwen, and Gwen was laughing. And then he
Funny.
started getting like really close to the camera, and I was like, "Stop being creepy."
That's really funny.
Yeah.
My husband Alvin came down and like he knows because I watched a lot of you guys like on the big screen, and then I Marco Polo with like Emily and Gabby and stuff. And it's really funny though, Gabby. Anytime I watch one of your Marco Polos, like the sound is always like on, or when I'm watching on the TV, and Alvin's always like, "Gabs, how you doing?" So like he knows you by your voice. It's just so funny.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Yeah. So like when he walks past, he always like will see like who's on, and he'll be like, "Oh, I see Gabby's on, or I see like Emily's on here." Like
Every time I
he
looked at
starts
the
learning.
screen, all I could see was just Gabby and Chandler completely laying down, and I was just like, "How are they not asleep?" They're just like
I'm
wrapped in their
struggling.
blankets.
My friend Zoe, who has a booktube channel as well, she like messaged me on WhatsApp and she was like, "Oh my god, Gabby looks so cozy. It's adorable."
Very cozy.
I wish. I'd probably fall asleep if I like lay down somewhere. I need to get like a big cozy comfy chair. Just go right here in front of my computer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only like 5 o'clock at night here, so if it was any later, I would have passed out.
It's 1 a.m. here.
It's 1 a.m.
Oh my
here.
gosh! Wow,
Yeah,
you guys are dedicated.
Yeah.
wow.
I kept like yawning near the end. That's why I just stopped at that chapter. I was like, I need to stop now.
You were like, I don't care what day it is in the book.
Yeah.
Right.
Alrighty, well, you will see us all on here again then I guess next Friday. But yeah, this was super fun. I'm really glad that you guys hopped on because it was nice to connect with you guys like outside of just watching your videos or, you know, messaging you or being on Instagram. And I think that everyone else really liked reading with us too. I guess it's just one of those things where they like feel like they're with us in the same room, like with Gabby. So.
I think if we keep the routine going of doing this once a week, we'll all be doing 17 books a month.
I know.
Mhm.
We'll be up there then. Yes. Yeah, and we actually might have more people. I'm trying to get a couple other booktubers were busy tonight, so hopefully we even have more joining for next time as well.
Chantel commented and she said, I can make that one. So excited. I have FOMO right now.
Yay. I'm excited. I really want to try and get Zoe from Zoe Reads on here too.
Yeah.
And Kayla from Books and Lala, if she can make the date, she might hop on one as well. So that'd be really exciting. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to figure out how to end the live. But don't leave yet.
Okay.
All right.
But you got
Jacqueline.
Yeah, you're welcome. We can all say goodbye to everybody that's watching. So
Goodbye,
all right.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.